Okay, when you're here, we have 2x equals 32. All right, there's more than one way to solve that problem. The easiest way is not to use logs or natural logs at all. Is to change the 32 and a base 2, correct? Because once you have base 2, the bases are the same, they cancel, your exponents are equal. Those are methods you need to know. Next one, the natural log. Two ways to do this one. First one I didn't put up there. What's subtraction mean?
Division.
Division. So you can say, hey, that's x divided by 3. Then what's natural log's base? Natural log's base. E. So the e to the 0 equals x over 3, right? One way to do it. Other way is to take the natural log and bring it to the other side. Now you have a natural log on both sides, so they both cancel. X equals 3. Just a little bit easier. All right? You can do both. One's not better than the other. Okay, e to the x equals 7. How did you get rid of e's? What's the inverse of an e? Natural log. So you take the natural log on both sides. This becomes 1 because it's your inverse. And then if you actually have to find the answer, you do the natural log of 7 on the calculator, right? Everybody good? Okay, next one. I want to get rid of a natural log. So you use the inverse again. What's the inverse of natural log? E. So now you take the e of both sides. Okay, this one cancels. X equals e to the negative 3. You can also rewrite it. Because what does natural log truly mean? Log base e. So this really means log base e of x equals negative 3. Then you just write it out of your log. So e to the negative 3 equals x. Make sense? We use this one a ton today, writing it out of the log. It's an easier method. We always like that if we can get to it. What's the matter, Costa?
I couldn't see it at first.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. This is the same way. I have a log 6 of x. I can take both of them to the 6th power, slowly. 6th power and cancel them, or I can rewrite it. So if you rewrite this, what's the base?
The base is E.
No. 6.
Oh, I was on the top.
So the base is 6. What's the exponent? Exponent? 3. So it's 6 cubed equals x. I can go from here to here, or I can take the inverse and do 6 to each side here. Both work, whichever one you are most comfortable with. Good so far? Okay, that's a review. That's what we've covered so far in this chapter. How are you doing, Beckley? Good? Sure. All right. Well, I had another kid came and he said you guys just covered this chapter, so you should be all right.
We gonna be all right in the quiz.
Give him the quiz, see how he does. All right, now we're going to solve. The reason you know you have to use logs is your exponent has a variable, and that's what logs are for. So logs and natural logs both do this, behave. So when you look here, I have to get rid of the 3x. So in order to find it, I take the log of both sides. How do I know I use log and not natural log? How?
X.
No.
Or E.
E. There's no E. So if there's no E, you use log. If there is an E, you use natural log. So there's no E, so I know I'm using the log of both sides. Good so far?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you take the log of both sides, here and here. Now, where does this 3x belong?
Front.
In front, because it's an exponent. Now, I'm solving for x. What needs to go away?
Division by 3.
And? I want to divide by 3, and I want to get rid of the 3, and what else?
Log 15.
The log 15. I do them both at the same time.
You can.
Absolutely. It's multiplication. We get rid of them both at the same time. So I divide both sides by 3 log of 15. Okay, when you type this in your calculator, how do you have to be careful?
Make sure you use parentheses.
Around?
I don't know.
The
logs.
You need a parentheses around
3.
Yes. You have to put the parentheses here. What?
And you run the whole thing? How do you do it?
The bottom. So when you type it in the calculator, you're going to do log 285 divided by, then here there has to be a parentheses. 3 log 15 in the parentheses. On almost all of your calculators. Mine, you don't. I think even yours has to have that. I had a kid this in the last class doing it, and he was having trouble with that. Are we good?
Do I do log 15 times 3?
Yeah, it's 3 times the log of 15. So if you type it in exactly like this, your calculator will do it.
Okay.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Like,
You got the answer.
0.78. 0.7.
Man, you remember that.
Mine just keeps doing this super damn.
You're not gonna throw
Who's
it.
good? Who's good?
You're not gonna catch it.
First.
wow, he caught that. Nice catch. He threw it up top right across the room like a Swiss cheese. Good turn.
Another one. I can't get the right answer, Jackson.
So we have to do that one, and then we have to do
I had 0.73. 0.74.
Okay, yeah. Give me a hint here.
Ah.
I'm not doing what's supposed to.
Yeah, that's what happens when you second. You know, that's what happens when you have an unravel back to back. You don't like steal it. Yeah, I got She said no. So, I guess no.
Is that the answer?
All right, everybody all right? You got the 0.7? Everybody knows how to get it in their calculator. 0.7, 0.69.
See, that's what I had, but this you had 0.74.
I have 1.74.
0.74.
Wow.
Change your
Oh, wait, you're on this one. I'm sorry. I was on this one.
Well, the answer is
Well, I know, but you gotta figure out how to get it in. All right, so now they're on their practice, sorry. Practice.
I'm talking about practice.
Okay. When you have 0.7?
See, I'm trying to two, right?
No,
All. Two, yeah. Two. I feel like I just talked
Okay. All right, anybody else need help with their calculators?
No.
Okay, what'd you get on the bottom answer? 1.5? Everybody's happy?
I got
All right, next. Okay, now we're going to do natural logs. This is a review, just so you know how to do it first. Okay, I'm solving. I have to get the x by itself. Who needs to go away first, and how do I get rid of it?
2.
The 2, and how do I get rid of it?
Not
Not divide.
It's
Not divide. It's an exponent. This belongs up here. Are we good? Okay, so we got the 2 up because it's an exponent. That's what it means. How do I get rid of natural log? I use an e. How do I know it's an e?
because that's a log and E.
Because natural log and e are inverses. So I have to take the e of both sides. Everybody good?
Yes.
So what you've done here, e here, because those cancel. They are inverses of each other. Okay, e to the 4th is just a number, correct? But I need to get rid of a square. How do I get rid of a square?
Square root.
I square root. When I square root, this cancels my square, but when I square root here, I cannot forget the plus and the minus. Because I am introducing roots. Are they both going to work? Probably not. All right, so I do e squared on my calculator, and you're going to get 7.4. So e squared is the number 7.4. Good so far. Okay, I have to do the positive and the negative. So now I just add the 3 to both. I've got 10.4 and negative 4.4. I have to plug these in to my original. Without even doing the work, which one will not work?
Negative.
Why?
Because every time we do it, it never works.
Well, when you plug the negative 4.4 in up here, this becomes a negative number. If the whole thing is negative,
It's all
it
negative.
doesn't work. Correct? So if this here had been a positive 2.4, would it have worked?
Yes.
No, because a 2.4 minus 3 is still
All negative.
negative.
It's got to be over 3.
Yes. So this one's over 3. Which one's going to work?
10.4.
10.4 is going to be a solution. That one is not.
Or rubber ducky.
So now you take the 10.4, you plug it in for your x, and it works. You get 4.03. Close enough. You plug in the negative 4.4, it's going to give you a domain error. You are done. Good? You always have to check.
Yes.
Yes. Could they both work?
Possibly.
Possibly. Could they both not work?
Yes.
Possibly.
And then what's the answer?
No solution. Okay. All right, your turn. You have to remember what addition means.
Times.
Yes, it means times. There's an easy way to do this one. Let's see if you remember it. Come on, first step. What's addition?
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you trying to solve for that?
You have 2x equals
No. All right. I did. Yes. Yeah. What you got?
Wow. No, it isn't.
Hey, guys.
You guys, your first step is you have to get, listen, one natural log.
Oh, maybe
So how do I make natural log of 2x plus a natural log of 3 into one natural log? No, you could, but listen, do it, say it again. Not divide by x. You guys, your rules of log. Voices off, eyes up. Logs, yes, it means multiply. This means multiply. What am I multiplying? 2x and 3. So what does this become? Natural log of 6x equals 2. You have to remember your rules. Say it again.
It's impossible.
No, it is not. Now it's easy. You have two methods.
Oh, you put the E down.
You could do the e. You would do an e on both sides, or you could rewrite it into an e. Either way, you can get the same answer.
I'm putting the E down.
You want the e's?
Sounds easier.
So, why am I using e? Matthew?
It sounds easier.
You got a natural
Oh, well,
log.
Because I have a natural log.
They cancel.
Natural, and they cancel. So what do we get here?
6x equals E squared.
Okay, what's e squared?
Negative 4.
7.4. 7.4.
Divide it by 6 and what is it? 1.23.
1.23.
1, 5.
Okay,
1.23.
voices are off. If I put a positive 1.23 into my equation, is it going to work?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's no negative because.
That's just how it buffed out.
Yeah, we didn't take a square root, so there was no introduction of a negative. Good. Voices are off, eyes are up. Okay, Pastor, first step. No, it's easy.
I'll divide by 4.
What? Pastor, you're up here. Okay, so we got 2 e to the negative x equals 20. We're solving for x. It's an exponent again.
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2, because I have to get,
B, not deal.
right? You have to get the e by itself, right?
Correct.
First step, no matter what, it's got to be alone. So this 2 has to go away.
What?
How do I get rid of the e?
Ln.
Because they're inverses. So you take the natural log, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the e. Other side. Natural log of e's, cancel, they're inverses. Okay, the natural log of 10 is just a number. So you type it into your calculator. you get
2.3.
2.3, and it is negative.
Negative.
Done. All right, this one, a little bit harder, but not much. Order of operations problem,
Minus 2.
minus the 2,
Divide by
because we
4.
divide by 4.
Then do L.
Wait, subtract the 2, because this has to go be by itself. 2 is gone. Now I have to divide by 4. Now,
Do LN.
natural log of both sides. 2x equals,
Mm.
type that in. Divide by
2.
2. Order of operations problem. Okay, are we getting it?
It's 6. I got it.
Your turn. You have 2.
Two.
I have to take 4. Who's there?
No, that's Laura.
Wait, can you go back up?
Did she,
Yeah.
did she drop? Yeah, she did drop.
No,
She got her wisdom
you
teeth.
got a wisdom teeth out.
Oh, she dropped.
Oh, smooth.
No.
Trying to crap. Oh, yeah. Looking at the wrong crowd.
Hey, did you know Brianna drunk? You should be mad about that.
Watch it was one of the steps.
This is what we don't correct it? Because
We got the natural log, so then you can get the x minus 2 down there, get rid of the e with minus 2 equals the natural log of 12 plus the natural log.
First one, 4.40. Yep.
Check with your neighbors, help each other out.
Wait.
Make sure you're doing the right
You're my
steps.
neighbor.
I got 2.64 as the first one.
You can get our neighbor.
One word?
So for the first one, I got 4.5. No, I got 4.5.
How many numbers are you gonna have?
Okay. Did you get
Take the natural log. Get rid of the e minus 3 natural log.
Who said that? Is that 14? Was it you?
No. I guess it's 2 now. Yeah, 2 plus
With your brother.
Sit right next to him. Sit right next to Silas and just take
Wait, is that how you do the second one?
Both of them are right for me, so. I'm dropping. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't check, dude. I forgot.
Wait.
Oh, look at some.
I just
You got this. I
So you're shouting, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know it's.
I didn't divide by 4.
Am I doing it right?
My side.
Alright, so multiply each side by
Oh, triangle over there.
All right, how are we doing? Did this get your fix? Better? Very, already got it. Good. Yours is good. Okay, so what'd you get for the answer on the first one?
4.485.
4.485, and the second one? Okay, 0.7.
0.77.
All right, what messed you up on the first one?
You didn't have, I don't know. I didn't get mixed up on the first
Nothing?
one, so.
Well, this one's up there because a lot of people like to take the natural log of 12 and add 2 to it and get the natural log of 14. That's why I put this one up there, because that's a very common mistake.
Oh,
This one here, what do you think the mistake is?
they don't do
They
anything.
didn't subtract.
They don't subtract the 5 first. All right, so those are, because those are the mistakes to watch for. Is everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Okay, a little bit harder, but not much. your first thing is you have to get the base with the exponent by itself. So when you're looking for the base and the exponent, you're looking at the 3 to the 2t minus 5. So I have to get that alone. Who needs to leave first?
2.
No.
The 4.
The 4. So you add the 4. Okay, now, who's left?
Divide by 2.
2.
Divide by 2. Let's go away. Now I've got my base with my exponent. How do I know to use natural log or log?
There's no e, so
There's
you
no
use
e, so I use
just
log. So you take the log of both sides. Okay, what is 2t minus 5? Where does it belong?
Bring it down.
Bring it down. It's your exponent.
Yeah.
So he goes in front.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, log of 3 is just a number. So if you wanted to distribute that number through and work with that, you could. When you're working with logs, you must go to 4 decimal places. So it's easier usually to get rid of them than to carry the 4 decimals. Fair enough? So you could change this to a number and distribute. It would be right. You can also divide by the log of 3 just to get the logs together. Fair enough? Then you just plug these into the calculator. Log of 7.5 divided by log of 3. And now it becomes an order of operations problem. So you get your answer, add your 5, divide by your 2, and you're done. Okay, order of operations. Base exponent alone first. Okay, give it a shot. Okay, answer to the first one.
4.08.
4.08.
4.068.
4.0686. Last one.
0.086.
I second that motion.
Good. All right, now you gotta remember your factoring. How do you know if something can be factored? What do you look at to know it's a quadratic type?
That's
Do you remember?
x squared x goes descending.
Okay, what has to be true about these two exponents?
They have to be one less.
Not one less than each other, no.
Factor.
You're close. Half. Very good. So if this one's an 8, this is a 4. If this is a 6, this is a 3. So if this is 2x, this is x. So it can be factored. Well, it has the possibility of being factored. How do I know if I can factor?
You try it.
Guess and test.
How do you know? What do you look at?
If you tell
Factors
us
of
you
what
can.
equal what?
The equal last number or the middle.
Quadratic.
Equal to minimum, they multiply the.
Last one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Factors of the last
Teamwork.
add to the middle. So the factors of 2 that add to -3 are
2 and 1.
-2, -1. Then you break them out. Easy enough. Add. Take the natural log of both sides. And you are done. Questions? Okay, you can change those into numbers and plug them in, or you can use the natural log of 2. It doesn't matter. See which one works. Yep. Say it again.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. It's supposed to be native.
Oh, sure. Well.
Come on, get yours done. Let's go.
You're gonna make us do the quadratic formula.
Can I do it?
So
All right.
you're saying
Wait,
we don't
hold on.
have to
Who
do
gave you
that?
that up in this one?
Now, when you look at this, they are quadratic type, because the first one, or the second one is half the first for your thing. But will the factors of 3 subtract 4? No, you have to look at these things.
It's over.
Yes.
Can't-
So in order to do it, that would have to be a positive. You're right, I could make you do the quadratic
Wait,
formula.
wait.
I am not going to, because the quadratic formula with natural logs is more than I want
It's
to
better
attack.
though.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's
I
so
think you love it.
I didn't know you were.
All right, here we go. Next one.
Wait, we just don't have to do it.
It's not possible.
It is. It is possible. Well, what we can do, we
Pretty
can.
much. All right, a little bit longer problem. So now you have to pay attention. All your rules come into play. Yeah.
What does that say at the bottom?
All right, now, what does addition mean?
It's times.
Multiplication. So you are taking 5x times x minus 1. Everybody good to this point? Because we got to get the logs together. All right, when I get them together, I can do that distribution to make my life easier. So I have 5x squared minus 5x. Now, if there was a log on both sides, it'd be simple. I cancel it. But there is not. Now, this is the simple step. How do you rewrite a log into exponential form? What's the base? What's the exponent? What's it equal? What's the base? 3. What's the exponent? No. 2. So it's 3 squared equals 5x squared minus 5x. Okay? Now it's a simple solve, because 3 squared is 9. Bring it over. Subtract it to the other side. Is it going to factor? No. So you have to use the quadratic
But we should
formula.
try to do that around here.
Oh, yes, you do.
We should try to.
Okay, we've done the quadratic formula. Both answers are positive, so now I have to be careful, correct?
Yeah.
I need to see if either one will give me a negative when I'm in my log. So I have 1.9 and a negative 0.93. Well, when I plug in the 1.9 to my logs, are both answers positive?
Yes.
Yes. So is it probably going to work?
Yes.
Yes. So you go through, and it does. Life is good. When I put in a 0.9, negative 93 here, this becomes a what? Negative answer. Is it going to work? No. Logs cannot have negative numbers. That will give you a domain error.
100% no.
100% no. This will not work.
9.6.
So your answer is 1.93 only. Do you have to check?
Yes.
Yes. Every single time.
Yeah.
Okay, you have one. Let's see if you can get